Hey friends, Katerina Barada here, and today I want to talk about switching from a diet mindset to a nourishment mindset. Now, a diet mindset is really dangerous and it can lead to all sorts of unhealthy consequences. So, first of all, a diet just makes you feel lousy, right? So you have to restrict foods that you love. So the foods that you love end up making you feel bad instead of good, and you end up feeling guilty anytime you even think about them. It can lead to a nutrient deficiency. If you are restricting a bunch of foods out of your diet, you might be restricting things that are actually good for your body. This doesn't mean that they're good for everybody's body, and the person who developed this diet maybe has a different type of body than you do, but you are very likely going to be restricting things that your body needs, and down the line, this can lead to nutrient deficiencies. It can also lead to hunger, right? So if you are cutting out foods that your body actually needs and wants, then you're going to end up feeling hungry on both physical and emotional levels. And that is not good because that leads to all sorts of other issues like binge eating, yo-yo dieting, and that kind of thing. Um, Diets are also really hard to keep up with, right? So you are at a office party and it's somebody's birthday and there's a cupcake and you just really want that cupcake and you have to fight with yourself about whether or not you want that cupcake. Or you end up feeling so hungry throughout the day that by the end of the day you just lose all control and you end up diving face first into your refrigerator, eating whatever it is that you can get your hands on, and then you feel like a total failure. So this is really not sustainable. Even if you're able to keep up with a diet for a few weeks or a few months even, eventually there's going to come a time where you are going to fall off the wagon, and if you're like most people, you're going to end up springing back into really unhealthy behaviors, maybe even just giving up entirely on healthy food and just going straight to McDonald's 5 days a week and giving up on all of it, feeling like a failure. So none of that is what you want, right? What you want is to feel successful. You want to feel good about yourself and your choices. You want to feel healthy and vibrant and energized. You want to feel good in your body. You want your body to look good and feel good. And none of those things happen if you try to go on a diet for an extended period of time. You end up feeling out of control, unworthy, not good enough, and kind of like a crazy person, right? Always trying to be on a diet and then falling off the wagon and feeling just obsessed about food because you are trying to control everything that happens, everything that goes into you, instead of just going with the flow and following a stream of ease, which I'll get into in a moment. You end up hating yourself more when you try to go on restrictive diets, which is exactly the reason that you went on the diet in the first place, right? There's something that you're not happy about with yourself, and you end up going on a diet to try to feel better about yourself. But then, because the diet is unsustainable, you end up feeling even worse about yourself, and the cycle continues. So, instead of going on a diet and instead of restricting yourself and cutting things out of your life that actually make you feel good, you could switch your mindset to a nourishment mindset. And this is really, really wonderful because a nourishment mindset is all about the things that make you feel good. So instead of ending up feeling out of control, crazy, obsessed with food, really bad about yourself, having no self-trust, you end up feeling vibrant. You end up feeling confident. You end up feeling really stable in your body. You feel good about yourself. You feel good about your body. You feel healthy and energized. Those are all the things that you want. So in order to get that, you need to switch from a diet mindset to a nourishment mindset. And what does this mean? It means that you want to emphasize nutrient-dense food, absolutely, but you also want to think about all aspects of who you are and what you need in order to feel good. So this goes really deep. This goes way deeper than just what's on your plate. It's about your mind, body, and spirit. What makes you feel good about yourself? And there's a self-care movement right now going on, which is really great because that is a really big part of feeling nourished, feeling confident, feeling stable, feeling secure, feeling good about yourself. So things like emphasizing social connection and getting together with your friends, even if it's just sending emails to each other or having a quick phone chat, just checking in with each other, emphasizing social connection, having coffee dates, going on a hike with friends. Those are really great ways to nourish yourself. You could also rest more. Maybe you've been pushing a lot and you are feeling really exhausted. Emphasizing rest and relaxation and just downtime where you're not thinking about anything. Also, getting enough sleep, of course, but also just, resting. Maybe not turning on Netflix right away and just enjoying a moment of silence and just being. That is really, really nourishing too. Spending time in nature is extremely nourishing, so much so that in Japan they have a word for going out into the forest. It's called Shinrin Yoku, and it is a way of helping your mental health by spending time in trees, forest bathing. So that is a really great way to nourish yourself. Also, praying, journaling, that kind of thing, great way to nourish your spirit. Going to a good movie, also great sometimes. Maybe that's exactly what you're craving, then go to a good movie. And if you're craving a donut, then go for it. Eat that donut. Enjoy every bite. You don't have to hold yourself back, because if you are eating that donut with full appreciation, without feeling any guilt about what consequences might happen, then that is a nourishing donut. You can even have that. If you have this nourishing mindset, you're automatically going to be stopping behaviors that are not nourishing much more easily than you are if you're trying to control everything. And this doesn't mean that you're going to be 100% perfect. It doesn't mean that everything's going to work out exactly the way that you imagine, because again, that is the controlling mindset. It's all about going with the flow and figuring out what will make me feel good in this moment. What is the next step that I can do that is going to nourish me on any of the levels, mind, body, or spirit. So there you have it. That's my little take on switching from a diet mindset to a nourishment mindset. If you would like to get more information on this kind of thing, then I highly, highly recommend that you download my free step-by-step guide to intuitive eating. You can find that on my website, katerinabarata.com/intuitive-eating. Totally free. You just enter your email address and it'll land right plop in your inbox, and you will also automatically be signed up for weekly emails that have all sorts of delicious information about nourishment. And I hope that I will see you there. And that's it for now. And I'll talk to you soon. Oh, also, please follow me on Instagram if you would like more of this kind of thing as well. My handle is @KaterinaBarata, and I can't wait to hear from you and hear about your story. All right. Mwah. Later.